views from the Derby Street multis are just stunning. We've got the view over to Broughty Ferry. We can see a big rig in for welding. We've got the river, and if you look the other way you can see pretty much all the way to Perth. We've got the bridges in the river, and fantastic views. Unfortunately, with the views comes a price, which is the wind, and many people complained that the flats were drafty and cold, and certainly that has been one of the problems with the flats that we had to address. It's a pity that we can't keep them. There's 374 flats here, but the investment that we would need is so great that we just can't afford it. We don't have the money, and so we can't do it. But I'm perfectly sure that we could let these flats tomorrow if we were able to put the money in and invest in a decent heating system, insulate them properly, because they're very big flats. As you'll have seen, we've got a living room, we've got 2 bedrooms. Sometimes they're down the stairs and sometimes they're up the stairs. It's a peculiarity of the flats. They're maisonettes, big storage area and a bathroom in the half landing. Great for most people. For disabled people, anyone with mobility problems, they weren't so good. But nonetheless, big spacious flats. And if you were to cut them out, Chris, if you were to cut these flats out, put a roof in them and walls and put them in a garden, then I think they'd be pretty attractive. Probably the first 20 years, 30 years maybe of life for these multis, there was a community. There were people who lived in them, they were very popular. There was waiting lists. There was even a scandal when a local politician appeared to get one without going through the normal procedures. So yes, they were very popular flats for a period. But then there was a high turnover. There were problems with management. There were drug users, the problems that have blighted many cities. And I think it took a wee while to get on top of them. But then the council did put in 24-hour concierges, made a lot of improvements to the flats, and they were fairly popular. And at the time it was decided to demolish them, we were something like 90% full. But there was a report by experts saying that we had too many council houses in Dundee, and the council of the time believed the experts and took the decision to demolish them. So in the last few years the community has certainly dissipated, and people have been scattered really all over the hill town and to other parts of the city.